So C Sharp 7 has enhanced the if and switch statement. So is operator and switch statement are now supporting const pattern, tag pattern and var pattern. So let us understand these patterns by an example. So I've created a simple console application and created a method getList from where we are returning the list of objects. This object could be an integer, could be a string or anything. So suppose this method we are getting from the third party library or some external source, and once we get this list we want to use this list in our project. So let's use this list. We just want to iterate on this list. So for each we just want to print what the information is in each object. So let's run this program. So as we can see that we get two items, 35 and Rohit, because this get list method is returning two items. So in our list we have two items and we are printing both the items. Now as I said that this method, suppose we are getting from some external source and somehow this method has added a null in this list. So what will happen in this case? The first two items will work fine, but because third item is null, so null.toString will not work and this line will throw during the iteration of this third element. So let's test by running this example. So as we can see on the UI, two items are printed, but on the third item we can see that exception is occurred. It's saying object reference is not set to an instance of an object. So before C# 7, to handle this situation, we generally put if statement over here, and now if I run this example, I can see that both the items are printed. Third item is not printed, neither my application is crashed, because I have handled that null check over here. By placing a check, I have handled the situation. My application is not crashing. Okay, so now we said that is operator is now enhanced with const pattern. So what does it mean? So if I write something like this, that before C# 7, the is operator is supported to just check the types. So we can do this something like this: item is string, or if item is int. Till now the if statement was working like this. This is something which is supported in C# 7. How we can validate it? That it is a new feature in C# 7 and was not available in C# 6. So let's change the C# version of this project to C# 6. And how we can do this? Let's go to the project properties, and then go to this build tab, and on very bottom there is an advanced setting. So currently we can see that it is targeted to C# latest major version. Now let's select C# 6.0. Save changes, save everything, go back to the program, just build the solution, and you can see that feature pattern matching is not available in C# 6. Please use language version C# 7 or greater. So this is a constant which is not matching with this. It cannot verify the constant with is operator. So to work the constant with is operator, I have to target the C# 7 or higher version. So let's again change the target to C# latest major version. Now the error is gone. So now I can run the program. So I was supposed to say that item is not null. So let's run the program again. And this is working fine. So what is the benefit of this constant pattern? Let's put some more variables over here. Now because if statement is supporting a constant with is, so let's put some more information over it there. If item is null, print So now we can do something like this. If item is null, your item is null, we can write line. If item is 0, so 0 and null both are constant. So constant pattern is matching with the if statement. So we can now write this line as well. So item is 0, pattern item. Otherwise, if item is neither null nor 0, then only write this line. Let's run this example. So first item is 35, second is 0, so it's writing that your item is 0, third is Rohit, and fourth is null, so it is executing for null, this line. So this was the example of const pattern. Now the second one is type pattern. So let us understand what is type pattern. Now I want to check if the item is of type integer. So it was earlier supported. We in C# 6 we are supposed to write if item is int, then only we want to perform some operation on that item or by using that item. So now what we are till C# 6 we were writing something like this: int I equal to either this line or we were using try parse. alternatively. So now we can use something like this. So this is an example of C#6. If I run this program, you can see that for both the integer, the statement is executing. Apart from the integer, we are not executing, we are not falling in this condition, so these lines are not getting executed. But with C#7, these two lines can be merged in single line. Now, if I run this example, you can see that it is printed for 35, this now 36, and for 0 it is 1. But I don't want to execute for the 0 value, so I can put a condition, one more condition over here, if I not equal to 0. Now if I run the program, I can see only the one statement is here. Your next item will be 36. So with C#7, I can combine these two lines in one line. So first I am checking that whether the item is integer type or not, then we are casting this item in an integer. So if I just write I over here, and now we can remove this line. Now I know that if item is type of integer, then only item is going to assign in I. So if I run this program, it is still working as expected. Now the casting is already done, so I can further combine more condition over here. So rather than putting this condition separately in separate if, I can use in the main if statement as well. I run this program. It is still working as expected. So this is a type pattern. The third is where pattern. So for where pattern, let's put a comment for this null object for time being, then we'll combine the const pattern and where pattern together. So let's say we are iterating over the items and want to print the type of that item. If I run this program, I can see that 35 is type int 32, 0 is type int 32, row is type a string. But if now I add this null in the item list, again I am going to get this exception. So first was the where pattern that I am assigning all the values in this variable irrespective of what the type is. Now I can combine this with const pattern, saying that if item is not null, then only assign this item as into a variable. So now if I run this program, it is working fine. So these are the enhanced version of the is operator with all these three patterns. Let's understand with the switch statement what is the improvement there. So as you can see, I am using the const pattern in switch. This is the type pattern. Both are combined. This is a var pattern. So I am combining all the const pattern, type pattern and var pattern in switch statement. Now if I run this program, you can see that all three patterns are working